horsepower, carbon Kevlar, crazy.
It is crazy. This guy he's the youngest ever Dakar rally winner in the T4 category, and he's smashed into the wall. He's coming in very hot. I was about to say, he's definitely no fear of this track, but he's recovered pretty well there, and he's going very heavy again. This is a very fast Ronnie and super, almost like you've sped up the footage here because it's incredibly fast, but he's had a bit of a mistake on the first corner, which will cost him. But this is a kid that I think, just when it all comes together, will be very hard to beat. Eryk Goczal thought he was going to come for the big run. Now it's a lot more difficult when it's wet.
Well, I mean, look, he's comfortable at the moment. 17th position, 83 on the board. I mean, he's got nothing to lose, Dave. He just goes for it. The only thing he's got to risk is the car. Fires it in, looks for outside zone 2, works the back end, and you can see him on the foot brake, on the clutch, on the accelerator, trying to get that car around this circuit. Very tidy line through that inside zone 3. Now, he's absolutely on a beautiful line, Dave, as he goes for 4. This is beautiful from Eryk Goczal right now. 5 for field. He looks for outside zone 6. This one could be coming together for him. Can he improve? Maybe. Could this be a bigger score than anyone else in the wet so far? It just could be as he puts the bumper to the wall and across the line. Goczal absolutely on fire.
Well, it shows me that's possible. From the crowd, right?
Yeah.
But it'll be enough to take down Eryk Goczal. He's been on fire all weekend. He is leading in. Poitolaxo into the first corner.
Yeah, he's been absolutely on rails, and Poitolaxo smashes it into the wall. Eryk Goczal, for me, has been a standout driver in twin battle practice this morning, and Eryk Goczal has kind of this weekend, Dave, turned something on in the car inside his brain, because he has been on rails, a rocket ship, and it goes to show you how fast he is for this championship.
Yeah, Goczal will just have to initiate and do that first corner. He could choose to drift the lap or not. But again, it's a free practice run for him if he wants. But every run we see from him, it looks like he's so comfortable in the chassis. He's got the grip right. The gear ratios are all good. Like, he's not making any changes. I looked around his paddock earlier. They were all just chilling, eating sandwiches. They weren't even trying to change anything on the car. That's when you know they have it figured out. And I think he's going to be really tough for anybody who comes up against them this weekend. And the great thing about Drift Masters is that, yes, we have a couple of guys that you see at all.
Oh, and he DB'd it. Goes green, Eryk Goczal, the higher qualifier to lead out. Eryk Goczal right now flicks it across the circuit. Look at Goczal, goes for that technical initiation. He knows he's got the faster car. He knows he can apply the pressure, and he starts to apply the pressure. Goczal in the outside zone, but look at Goczal, matches the angle, gets himself through and into outside zone 4. He's all over the side of that Toyota Chaser. Earlier transition, but he's made a big error. Down on the inside now, he needs to work himself back into the groove. Up to the door he goes. Eryk Goczal's late to outside zone 7.
Yeah, interesting battle, as you can see.
Goczal now to lead out Eryk Goczal for a spot in the Great 808 through the gears. He slams Eryk Goczal on the handbrake. Big fast initiation though from Eryk Goczal now as he applies the pressure, dials that car in up into the wall in outside zone 2. And look at this though, from the wild card, fires through the middle of the circuit, doesn't want to let the Polishman get away, almost contact as they both wobble towards the wall. Goczal, though, not on the cleanest line into outside zone 5. They get up onto the bank, into that final outside zone, and Eryk Goczal on the door. Incredible car, full carbon fibre BMW 1 Series. They're off the line, and Eryk Goczal now fires at that big Toyota Chaser in, and that initiation, that line into outside zone. Oh, and he finally got it wrong. Of all the runs he done, he messed it up on that one, and this could be the one that ends his weekend. Eryk Goczal into the zone. Lets him move down the circuit into outside zone 5. No mistakes this time from Goczal as he waits for the dive, a big dive on the foot brake, onto the door, up across the line, and Goczal's car is absolutely planted. The only way you can get this one done, but he's already jumping the start line. He knows he can't let Goczal get away. They're through the gears, and look at this. Eryk Goczal fires that BMW 1 Series all the way into the wall and tries to drive away from the Finnish wild card now, and they get through the centre of the circuit, and you can see Eryk Goczal shortcutting the track, trying to gain that proximity, early transition, but Eryk Goczal still shortcutting the line. And look at this from Goczal. The transitions don't even make sense. He's throwing that BMW around. To find out who is the better of the both of them. They're through the gears, and look at this as Eryk Goczal looks over at Kevin Pascura as he fires in. It was a late transition and a very early initiation from Eryk Goczal, as Goczal now looks for the side of that BMW. They look through down the centre of the circuit. Kevin Pascura now gets himself into that groove. They fire down into outside zone 5, and look at Eryk Goczal as he goes for the dive, but gives him the room to manoeuvre. Now plants that BMW 1 Series on the side of the 2 Series.
Wow. You know, the visor goes down, business time, and we're ready to go. Eryk Goczal will be in the lead. It will be Pazur in the chase. Pazur timing it right this time. Goczal with that beautiful entry. Look at that on the left foot brake. Absolutely perfect to the wall from Eryk Goczal, and Kevin Pazur allowed into the game here. Has a little bit of separation there as Goczal does drop a wheel on the inside of the chicane. Goczal now with a lot more pace in the car, and he's absolutely flying here. Kevin Pazur desperately trying to catch up, and he's trying to get up onto the door, which he manages to do across the finish line. But Goczal is so fast through that center section. Here we go.
Yeah, through the start line, and here we go, through the gears they go, down. Shanahan flicks that car, but look at Eryk Goczal, he knows he can't let him get away, goes for a little cheeky dive up the inside, but it doesn't really pay off, he has to jump on the foot brake, but now he applies the pressure. The Polish driver looks down, through he goes, and wavers and wanders and looks for the side of Shanahan's GT86 as he makes another dive on outside zone 5. Looks for him once again on the foot brake as Shanahan balances that car in that final outside zone, but Goczal is right there.
Whoa, and he smashes him over the finish line. This conclusion to one of the best battles we've seen today. Goczal in the lead, Shannon in the final. It's all up to this.
Yeah, this is for a spot in the final away. Oh, wow, what an initiation from Eryk Goczal. And he's up on the wall. Oh, but he makes a mistake and he debeads a tyre.
He went in the wall. He went in the wall. He hit the wall hard. Suspension damage for Eryk Goczal. He went in so fast he couldn't stop it. And look at the back end of that car.